Hello, right, wow, here at last. And I never find this out till it goes live, but just, it's cutting the top of my head off there, which is the last thing I want to do. Now, we have actually got Tinkerbell with us tonight. At the moment, she's looking at the door. The door is open, so she could get out if she wanted to. Hi, Liz Crafts. Liz Crafts, you're going through it a bit, aren't you? You don't seem a happy bunny these days. I hope life's treating you a bit better than it has been. Hi, Sam. Erin O'Nugent, hi to you. Not melting any metal just yet. Red Hat Society, Adrienne Martin. Sharon Sipe is here. April Evans. Can you hear my cat meowing by any chance? Cat Bammer is here. Meowdy to you. Wow, loads of stuff in the chat already. Virgo Queen, Jackie Walters. Wow, lovely to see all these people. Fantastic. Oh, come on then. You're coming up. Come on, let people see you then. Come on. Don't be a party pooper, look. It's Tinkerbell. She's none too impressed. She is none too impressed. What's the matter, baby, huh? Well, you got your drink. Got a nice drink of water over there. Hang loose for a bit, okay? Because we're into the show here. This is not the moment to suddenly need something that... Oh, hang on. Sorry, excuse me. There you go, baby. You can go out if you want. Look. There we go. The door wasn't open enough. What are you going to do about it, eh? Hi, Vicky Loper. Hi, Melanie North. She is too cute, isn't she, Liz? Yeah, I know. She's lovely. I'm hoping Marcy's going to show up at some point as well, but... I don't know. It's nice weather at the moment. We had mad storms over the weekend. I got really annoyed with the weather forecast because they said it was going to be a bit stormy on Tuesday. And actually on like Sunday night and all through Monday, most of my garden blew away. It was quite astonishing. I couldn't believe it. You might have seen I bought a little greenhouse and tied it to the house with string so it couldn't blow away. And that's just gone. I can't find it. I've searched all over the place. I cannot find it anywhere. That's completely gone. And all the nets that the peas were growing up got ripped out as well. I've put some of them back and it's all is not lost. It's not too bad out there. But what a lousy weather forecast. I got pretty cross with them. I really did. Anyway, what is the moon doing today? Wednesday the 5th. Cinco de Mayo, yes. And the moon is actually in Pisces at the moment. So a very compassionate kind of time, actually. And I tend to find this is quite a good time for readings, really. I guess it's always a good time for readings, isn't it? But, under a Pisces moon, that compassion seems to just kind of float in the air a bit more easily, you know? So let's start off with a card for absolutely everyone. What we got? The energy is gaining momentum, it says. It's stuck to something. There we go. The energy is gaining momentum. And it says waxing moon. Well, we have actually got a waning moon at the moment. And it is actually true that the energy is losing momentum, generally speaking. But compassion really is in the air at the moment, and it's a really positive time. And yes, Adrienne, I have actually lost another garden, but quite a lot of it is still there. 93 Fahrenheit, Sandra, fantastic. It's about like 2 Fahrenheit here or something. I've got the heating on. It's supposed to be spring, it's supposed to be May, but it just isn't. Anyway, the energy is gaining momentum. It really is, guys. So I guess that's in terms of compassion. The moon energy starts gaining momentum on the 11th, which is, let me just check, Monday. That's actually next Tuesday. That's when the moon starts waxing again. It's when we get the new moon. And so this is a good time generally for sort of planning ahead, thinking about what you want to do once that new moon takes hold. But there we go. Loads of astrology there. Let's have a look for some reading requests. I saw some reading requests and I've kind of kept on moving. Cat Mama has a tabby too. Ida Rose Edelweiss. That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah. I'm Melanie North. I'm very glad you're catching us too. Excellent. And Liz, you're still in the thick of it. Yeah, family really can. I know what you mean. It's really difficult. My sister is getting older and older. She's a fair bit older than me. And I just wonder if we'll, ever bury the hatchet or anything like that. It's very hard to know, really. Very hard to know. But yeah, Marcy does look, she is a tux cat, actually, Cat Mama. Yeah. And you got 2 one-year-old tuxedo brothers. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? They're a bit mad, aren't they? Yeah. In fact, I put Marcy in the thumbnail for this one. I like half of Marcy said, now I've opened the door, Tinkerbell is just sitting on the floor next to the door there. Good God. Okay, right. Virgo Queen. Oh, hello, Mrs. Tyler J. Barnes. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've met you before. Okay, let's get started with Virgo Queen. Hello there, Twig Brother. Many blessings to you. I have a question for you, and that is, what do the next 3 months bring in for my boyfriend and me? Well, let us find out, eh? Right. When I say let's find out, it always makes me think of Mr. Peanut Butter in BoJack Horseman. That show, Hollywood stars and celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Right, okay. Oh, I knew they were here somewhere, just raking about for my tarot cards. And the reason I couldn't find them is I put them out ready on top of the bench here for me to read. Okay, so Virgo Queen. What do the next 3 months bring in for my boyfriend and me? Right. Okay, well, the next month is kind of letting things happen, being willing to make decisions, but generally speaking, letting things happen, letting things wash over you almost. We've got the 4 of Swords here. The swords are always about, mental decision making, and it can sometimes show quite a bit of effort is needed for that. But in this case, the character is sleeping, resting against the tree. There's just one sword beside him on the ground there. And, that's kind of there to show, it's not just a completely passive time, put it that way. But leave it in the hands of the angels is what I'd say. That's month number 1. Let's have month number 2. 9 of Swords. It's another sword card. There's a lot of swords going on here so far. 9 of Swords for month number 2. Lots of things to sort out. Sort them out one at a time. Don't let things become a worry. That's the crucial thing. So let's cut the deck again and find card number 3. And it's number 7, the Major Arcana. It's the Chariot. So you are going places in month number 3, right? Now, that's a very simple reading of it. But basically, next month, this month, next month are months for sorting things out gently, letting things wash over you, getting to know each other. And I know you know each other pretty well by now, obviously. But there's always more you can find out about people. This is the joy of relationships, So let that time of discovery happen, really. Okay, that's the thing to do. And then, month number 3, the Chariot, things start happening, things start moving. And it all starts looking rather good. Now then, where's that Cat Mama Meow one I was going to go to? I'm going to go to Cat Mama now because she was asking. Here we go. Are there any messages from any of my pets who crossed the Rainbow Bridge? Okay. Now the two Tuxedo brothers that you've got now, they're not your first. It's not your first 2 Tuxedo cats. You've had 2 Tux cats before, I believe, at the same time. You might have had many, but you've had 2 at the same time, I believe. I can see in my third eye sort of vision thing that I'm trying to look through at the moment. I can see 2 tuxedo cats. This is the thing. They passed quite young. I don't think they made it long out of kittenhood, to be honest, sadly. But like typical tuxedo cats, they're not really saying anything. The way tuxedo cats do. They just look baffled and they've got whatever they've got going on in their own minds. But basically, they are okay. And there are quite a lot of your animals over the Rainbow Bridge. It's certainly not just cats. I know you're a big style cat lady. There is definitely one dog over there. At least one dog. I'm seeing one dog. It's a male dog. And He's talking about something. What's he talking about? He's saying don't give up, right? And he seems to be talking about something romantic in your life. Okay, I don't know how reasonable that would be. Some of us reach a point where romance doesn't seem to be all that important anymore. But he's saying, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on love as much as anything. Okay, and he is fine too, of course. There's a lot of animal magic going on around you at the moment as well. You'll notice things changing or things happening that you weren't expecting to happen. Good luck type things happen. No, it's not important. I don't think it's terribly important either. But yeah, I understand some people do, but it's not my cup of tea. Not like this anyway. But yeah, you should be having some good luck, Cat Mama. That's what's really coming through to me at the moment. Good things are lined up to happen. It's not just your animals in the spirit world. It's quite a lot of people. I would say you've got more on the other side than you've got in this life at the moment, actually. Don't know how right I am about that, but I do know there's a lot of energy in the spirit world trying to kind of just nudge good things to happen in your life and, bring good things into you. Okay, so I hope that helps. And there is definitely a lot of love out there in the spirit world, loads of it, Cat Mama. Okay, Erin O'Nugent. Andy, is there any special thing I need to do to work with the priest spirit that wants to teach me? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use a card for this. I'm going to go into work your light because what it's really about is working your light, actually. Before I've even drawn a card, I'm really sure this is something to do with the light that you have. You're someone who tries to send out a fair bit of love into the world, Erin, as far as I know. And that's something I've noticed from you over the last couple of months, but it's also something I've been told about. And it's really letting your light shine is important. It's not always easy to do it because some people will take advantage of it, and maybe that is actually the case because the card I've drawn is called, come here, Deep Replenishment. Bring it up there. It says retreat, rest, be held. Okay, and this is very important in terms of getting out there and shining your light, Erin. You actually do need to take a rest, and there is nothing at all selfish about this. I'm always saying this, and it's a very true thing. If you never take a rest, if you only kind of breathe out and you never breathe in, it's not good, is it? And you can't pour from an empty vessel. It's a corny old saying, but it's very much the case, The more rest you take at this time, the more you'll be able to do further down the line, Erin. I will say that. Okay, and this is a lovely sort of like a sea scene, but it's almost like a kind of underwater river or something with no current or tide going on in it. And there's the moon, so I guess it's not entirely underwater. But, the moon it seems far in the distance in this picture, and it is so far in the distance when we look at it, and yet we are closely linked to it, aren't we? And the phases of the moon are always changing. They're always just making a little difference in the world. I look at the astrology every day, and like we got a Pisces moon yesterday. We had Aquarius, I think, was it? Yeah, yesterday morning we had an Aquarius moon. Today we've got a Pisces moon. Pretty soon, I think at the weekend, it goes into Aries and the cycle starts. And it always makes little differences along the way. It always just alters the nature of things. And so although the moon is far away, see that as an analogy, Erin, for your kind of work with spirit guides. And because it's not just the priest, you see, the priest is almost like a telephone exchange, actually, that links you to other spirit guides, right? And this is why he wants you to take a rest. There is seriously quite a bit of work for you to do, Erin, as you go forward. But at this time, just take that rest and don't worry if spirits seem far away. Don't feel that you've pushed them away either. Okay, it's really important to remember that because physical distance is something that we all have to deal with in this world. But when we're working with the other realms, when we're working with the spirit world, physical distance is nothing, you know, and they can just they can be there in an instant. They can be somewhere else at the same time. So don't worry about it. There's no time in the spirit world. Take some time for yourself, Erin, because there is a lot more going on and there is a lot more to come. So thanks so much for being with us tonight, and thanks so much for your question. Greetings, Melanie. Nice to see you. Melanie Mayo and Radford is here. Hello, A Lady. Nice to see you. So, Yvonne White, let's do a yes-no one with the pendulum. Yvonne is asking, I have a question. Will I sell my old house this year? Your old house, like you've got loads of houses and it's just the old one you want rid of, huh? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, Yvonne White, just get a yes or no. Pendulum here does a circle for yes, and it either stands still for kind of no or not much chance. And it actually goes back and forth for a definite no. So let's have a look. It's pretty much doing a back and forth, Yvonne. I don't believe you will, my friend. Sorry if that's bad news, but, you know, I can't kind of sugar-coated, basically. That was a no from the pendulum there, Yvonne. I have a feeling that it would do you a lot of good if you could sell it, okay? But what you need to do is keep believing that good things can happen in unexpected ways, possibly in the least likely way that you would expect. Things are going to be okay around that situation. They really are, okay? But what I've got there, I'm afraid, is a no. Just a no. Sorry about that. Anyway, Linda Bishop, Samsung, yes, Texas had a direct hit with a tornado 2 years ago. And your school bus saved you. I'm glad to hear that, Linda. But, yeah, there's no stopping the weather, is it? It just suddenly crazy things just suddenly come out of the sky. And it's just madness, isn't it? Yeah, pretty scary. Okay, Madhu P is with us. Good evening to you. Okay. Let's do some scrolling. Sandra Nevins. Let's go with Sandra Nevins. I came to you right at the end last time, I think, didn't I? I can't quite remember, but it was... I didn't think I was quite on the ball last time, because once it gets towards the end of it, I'm just less switched on. There's less energy going through my head, you know. And I'm never any less connected to my spirit guides, but I don't hear them as well towards the end. You know, that's why I knock it off at about 90 minutes usually. But here we are at the beginning. May I have a card, please? Miss several aunties and elders because of Mother's Day. Okay. Right. Yeah, I sort of forget about Mother's Day at this time of year, because in Britain it happened like sometime in March. We have it long before Easter, basically. But it is an important time for sure. Yeah. Okay, before I've turned a card over at all, Sandra, the feeling I have is don't worry about anything you feel that you kind of missed out on doing, you know. Everything happens for a reason, basically. That's the truth. Going to go into the Ascended Masters at this point. We'll do a card for you and we'll see what comes up. But I got this feeling you're quite concerned about something you feel you should have done around Mother's Day and that you didn't. And it's nothing to worry about, okay? You know, whatever's past has passed, basically. And whatever we don't get a chance to do, we get a chance to do in future. Martin, yeah, please repost your question, my friend. In fact, this is a good bit of advice for everyone. When you type your question in, do like mouse over it and click to copy it, okay? Then you can just paste it back in again and again if you want, because I like to keep moving, you know, and I don't go to people in any particular order. It's wherever my spirit guides take me at the time. That's, you know, that's the bottom line. Okay, Martin, I will come to you, mate. I will come to you. Thanks for that. Right, so Sandra. Okay, yeah, well, what we've got here is trust. This is the card that's come up for you, Sandra, and it's Vishnu, who's a Hindu deity, really. And so I want to kind of give you the sense of peace that comes with this card. He's risen above everything, really. He's floating high above the mountains there, high above the clouds even. And he's very sort of resplendent, even though and I'm not trying to say he's never put any effort into anything, but in this image, in this particular way of seeing Vishnu, he isn't putting a lot of energy in. He's just trusting, and that's the thing to do, okay? And I hope that puts your mind at rest, Sandra, because the people we miss, you see, they're okay, and it's not like they're separated from us, you know. Sure, they don't have the physical kind of body that you can, you know, give them a hug and everything, and they do, you know, they do feel that. Well, they're aware of that up to a point, and it's, you know, it's not that easy for them when they pass, but everyone is always in touch again at some point. You know, we all spend much more time in eternity than we do incarnating into this world. So you will see them again, okay? And they're watching, they're close, you know, and they're sending love. I'm sure they are, because they just always are. They're pure light once they're in spirit, you know. Even people who weren't all that good in life go on a journey towards becoming better souls when they're in eternity. It's all part of what's meant to happen in these incarnations we go through in the world. But at the same time, it's eternal. It's a completely different expression of it, you know. Okay. Right, Sonia, I hope that helps you, Sandra. Thanks for your question. I'm going to go to Martin958 now. Will I catch the Bitcoin thieves if I place a reward for information on the XBY forum? Right, that's a yes or no question. I think there's a bit more to say than yes or no, but I'm going to do a yes or no pendulum job here. Will Martin catch the Bitcoin thieves if he places a reward for information on the XBY forum? Right, I'm getting a yes, Martin. That's what I'm seeing here. It's pretty clear, yes. Okay. You know what? I've got a feeling in my head, and I know it's coming from somewhere cosmic. Not just the XBY forum, okay? It would be good to put that information out on other forums, because even if the answer actually does come from XBY forum, and we did get a yes there, it's good to let other people know what's going on, basically. I mean, this is a difficult one. There's a famous eBay scam that's been going on for a long time, and it's really bad at the moment. And some eBayers put a video up about it because they'd been ripped off basically through this scam. And the trouble is, they told everyone, like something like 30,000 people who watched their video, all found out how to do this scam. So it's a tricky one, but put the information out there, Martin. That's what I've got coming to me, and it's coming in strong, you know, really is. Okay, so I hope that helps you, my friend. And I got Liz Toth now. I'm feeling overwhelmed, trying to get ready to go to USA for medical care. Any advice to get things done? Okay. Very windy in Mexico. Yeah, I heard it's been crazy weather in Mexico, actually. Yeah, and it's Cinco de Mayo or Cinco de Mayo. I don't know how you pronounce it, Cinco de Mayo, but I guess that's like a Hispanic feast, just the way it's typed in there. So a happy that to you, Liz, whatever. Okay, so. Right. For some reason, I'm with the tarot here. I don't know why. That seems much more like an oracle card question to me, but I'm with the tarot. Right, the Empress. This is the card that comes up when I ask about this for you, Liz. Okay, it's the Empress. It's number 3 in the major arcana, okay? And that means it's early. You know, this advice is like the beginning of a journey, okay? It's going to take time. It really is. I don't believe that you'd be in a hospital or a place like that for a very long time. I don't think that's it. But I think it's quite a long journey towards recovery for you, right? And I see you actually as the Empress character in this. And Alice is there brushing her hair. And, you know, people want to look after you, Liz. That's the bottom line. All right, people actually do want to look after you, and sometimes we feel we don't want to be a burden to people, but at the same time, those people do those jobs because it's what they enjoy doing. It's what they get a buzz out of doing, you know. this channel is a lot like that for me. People are always, oh, thanks, Andy. But this is what I enjoy doing, you know, and so it's like it's not an imposition or a burden or anything like that. So let people care for you, Liz, okay? Let it happen, and it will happen, okay? I feel there's something about the number 3 that I haven't quite got right yet. And I feel there are actually 3 people close to you who really want to help you with it. And you mustn't feel in any way guilty for leaning on them, because that's what they're there for, okay? That's why Spirit bring people into our lives. That's why the angels work on the case and everything. I also just want to say, don't worry. It feels like there's a lot of worry going on there, Liz, and I know it's not been a happy time for you at all. But I also know you can see the blessings in life, you know, and you know, blessings to you. And I hope the wind in Mexico doesn't blow anything down that's too important there. I bet it's worse than it is here, actually. Gosh. Anyway, thanks for your question, Liz, and love and light to you and everything. As Sam says, please support the Twigster on his coffee page. There is a link down in the description under this video for that. And if you're watching on a mobile device, there's like a downward facing chevron, and you might have to tap the chevron to get the description to open. But the link to my coffee page is actually there. Yeah? Okay. Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Okay. Thanks, Adrienne. Great. Yeah. My knowledge of American life is growing all the time. This is fabulous. So, Judy Gagini, sciatica problem is fading. Great. Had a birthday. So happy birthday, Judy. May I have a card? Of course you can. Yeah. Want to get another pet? Oh, sometimes it takes time. You know, I was catless for about 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And my other cats, I'd had them since they were kittens, both of them. And one was 21 and one was 17. And they both passed the same year, actually. Yeah, good old Carlton. He was a completely black cat, and he was a very intelligent cat as well, and he passed. And I didn't really feel like I wanted to get another cat straight away. But then his brother Piper went as well. And Piper was a tuxedo. And Piper was a funny one. He was an outdoor cat. He was always happy and friendly and purring and being stroked outside. But when he came in the house, if he saw me coming, he'd run away. He felt like he was allowed to sleep in here, but he felt like it was a human's house and he shouldn't interfere. Strange cat, really. And I missed them so long. But, you know, the time comes... when you're an animal person, when you're a pet-loving person, there's always an animal that needs you. It's like the way people need us, Judy. So chin up, because, you know, pets will come for sure. Card I've got for you, Judy, the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Take a look at him there. Very focused, quite relaxed, actually, but very seriously focused character. And he says, divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided, and that happiness is your purpose. Righty-tighty. There's not much I can add to that. That's very comprehensive, really. But he is the divine director. He's a lot like Archangel Michael. He's a lot like Metatron in so many ways. You know, he's an embodiment of the Great Spirit, really. And if you follow that, I'm sure that you will find a direction, you know. I don't know if you're looking for direction particularly at the moment, but you will find a direction. You know, sometimes we weren't planning to do anything and something comes up and we do it. Something like that, you know, something positive coming up, Judy. I'm very glad your sciatica problem is fading. I think I told the tale last time about I had to stand up to play a church organ once because it's just killing me, sciatica. And it does just go away sometimes, you know. Fading with you, obviously it hasn't gone away yet, but it's great to know it's fading because it is on the run and it is going to change, you know. So thanks for your question, Judy, and I wish you all the best with that. Another birthday situation going on here. Kathy Sandoval, happy birthday to you, because you too just had your birthday. Will I see an end to my digestive issues soon? Could I have a card, please? Okay. Right. Funny, I can actually, I feel indigestion as I read that out. Let me just take a quick drink of water here. And there's the thing, because water doesn't always take indigestion away. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? Because it dilutes whatever's sort of acid going on in your stomach. But it's not always the obvious things, right? That's what's really coming to me here. Quite possibly, Kathy, you're going to find yourself eating quite a bit less, because it's not like you eat too much, not at all. I really, I'm not saying that, and I don't feel that you eat too much at all. But sometimes you just got to give the stomach a very gentle experience, the gentlest experience you can. Little example from my own life. I was in hospital once for a few weeks, and they were giving me a lot of antibiotics, and it damaged my stomach for a while afterwards. And I just ended up eating very simple foods, and you got to kind of resist people who want to feed you up with great big dustbin lids full of food, because that's what most people do. But there's nothing at all wrong with just eating, when you really feel you want to, and try and keep it as gentle as possible. But let's do you a card anyway. What we've got, this is a good card, actually. This is a very healing kind of a card. This is Saint Germain, and it says karma releasing. Let me take a look. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Okay, so in terms of digestive situation, that sounds actually very close to it, really, because drama, any kind of anxiety can really, make it difficult to, you get that knot in your stomach, and that's, all right, that's a metaphysical thing, but it's not doing your digestive system any good. Make room for good energy, I would say that too, but create your own path. That's the most important thing. And this is all about healing, okay? Because Saint Germain isn't a Christian saint. He was the Count of Saint Germain in France. And Merlin actually incarnated as Saint Germain on at least 2 occasions. And Saint Germain has reincarnated many times. He is the master of the 9th ray, which is the purple, the violet ray, really, of healing light. It might be worth looking into a little thing called, well, it's a huge thing, really, called the violet flame, or sometimes called the violet fire. I'll leave that in your hands, Kathy, because so much has been written about it. I'll be on for ages, but it's all to do with manifestation. It's very powerful, So, Kathy, thanks for your question. And Saint Germain is your master. Oh, well, there you go. He's pretty close to you in that case. That's no bad thing, is it? Right. Hey, thank you, and best of luck with that. Jedi Bunny, good evening. Oh, good afternoon, good morning. I'm always saying good evening, because it's like evening here. But I know it's not evening with most of you guys. So happy day to you, whatever. Oh, happy day. Right. Twig brother, hi Twig, hi Jedi. Can you read a card for me? Lost your mum 1 year ago this week. Never had a tarot read before. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry you lost your mum. That's, it's like it comes to us all, but it's, it's kind of weird, isn't it? As much as it's sad and everything, it's just bizarre that person who was always there for you has kind of moved on. She is okay where she is now, I promise you, right? They always are. They really always are. We are taught to think about heaven and hell, but that is really not how it works in terms of the afterlife, There is something called compensation and retribution, but it's like a learning thing, People who've done things that they wish they hadn't done, they learn new ways. But that's not the case for your mum. I'm being told she was a very lovely person, actually. Card I've got for you, Jedi, right? 3 of Pentacles. And it's good news, really. The Pentacles are always about abundance, and they're also about all the energies working together. 4 points of the star are earth, air, fire, and water, the worldly elements. And the 5th point of the star represents divine power, God, spirit, angels. Everything that goes on in the eternal realms is in control, really, because that's the bit that points upwards at the top of the star. So things are going well when this card comes up. It's early in the journey of abundance. It means that good things are going to come, though, and not just once in a big flash, but steadily, because there is steady progress going here. But if you look, there's a great big tree. Excuse me, please. If you look, there's a great big tree growing out of a tiny little pot, and that tree needs to spread its roots out, okay? And that's what I want to say to you, Jedi. Be willing to spread your roots out a bit, okay? Don't restrict yourself in any way. When you've lost someone as recently as a year, and I know it's a year, but that's still fairly recent for something as big as that, you know. It takes time to really get back on the chain gang, as the song goes, you know. It really does. But you are making good progress, Jedi. You really are. And that's got to be good news. Okay, I'm being told to do another card for you, actually. So we will do that. Oh, there it is. Right, yeah, this is one I like. I think you'll like it as well when I explain it. This is the Six of Swords, right? And now I see you as Alice. This is the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. Okay, Jedi Bunny. I see you as Alice, the little girl sitting at the front of the boat, looking back on the rough waters. And the lady actually in charge of the boat, I don't know if she's rowing it or just giving the orders, but she's the Queen of Pentacles, and I kind of feel a bit like she's your mother actually in this situation, because she's looking ahead and she can see much calmer waters, much smoother waters, which you can't see at the moment, just because that's where you're sitting in the boat, you know. But things are going to improve a lot. The branches on the trees are very bare, but that's because leaves are coming on the trees again. So just, you know, just keep going, Jedi. Okay, you're doing very well, I'm being told. And better things are coming, you know, not just better times, better things, better experiences, more abundance as well, as we said. So I'm sorry for your loss, and thank you very much for your question. Thank you very much for your questions. Well, yeah, thank you all for your questions, actually. Sam, missing our other regular people that normally come on in the chat. I know what you mean, Sam. I know what you mean, but you know, what we do here is like we're here for people, and a lot of us are here for each other, which is really great. And some people are gonna, you know, want to come every week. Some people are gonna come and go, but that's the way it is with a, you know, a spiritual, any kind of spiritual work. You've got to kind of just let people come and go, I guess. But yeah, it's always nice to see people when they're around. Okay. Hi, Lisa, Aaron's son. If I can find it, okay, if I can find Debbie's question, I will read it. I don't like to go quiet for this long. So I don't, Debbie, if you could like, if you type your question in again, please, Debbie Fitzsimmons, right? And like mouse over it and copy it, and then you can just stick it in the comment box again. Okay, I'm looking out for you now, right? Okay, and that's what I will try and do. I'll try and do that. Okay. Hi, Marcia Humble. Sue Howell is here. This is good news. Cat Mama is back. This is also good news. Jedi, your message resonates very deeply. Yeah, I know the feeling. I was very, very close to my mother, and she went when I was 23. Oh, the horrible time, you know. But you will see her again, you know. We are all together again in eternity. I promise you. I know that doesn't seem much compensation now, but you know, you'll get to understand, and she'll never be far from you. I'm sure she'll never be far from you. Now, here is my tux. It's Marcy. Come to say hello. Right. Card for Madhu. What we got? Can't reach the cards for the cats now. Okay. The Star. This is what we've got, Madhu. Okay. In some ways, this is about taking a rest. It's more than anything about recharging your batteries, Madhu. This has been I know there's been a lot on your mind, actually, because we've talked before, haven't we? And Maybe it's not going away anytime soon, but the thing to do is detach yourself from it if you possibly can. Okay, this card is all about getting out into nature and doing it that way. It doesn't have to be that way, you know. If it isn't possible for you to get out into nature, or if that just wouldn't be a very relaxing thing for you to do, and that is absolutely fair enough. But this card actually allows you to become your best self. And as she's looking down into the sort of rock pool or whatever that is at her feet, little stream or something that she's beside, she's seeing a reflection, which I can't see very well in the stream. And yeah, there's a fan and there's a golden glove in there as well. So it's just very restful, you know. There's a feeling of protection. There's a feeling of restfulness. It's golden, you know. Take some golden time for yourself. That's the thing to do. But yeah, you know, try and rest up as much as you can, because the star is always about recharging. It really is, you know. And it'll make you a star if you can do that as well. It really will. Okay. Hello, Donna. Nice to see you. Okay. Let me see if I can find Debbie's question. Yeah, I have set to view all live messages, Sam. Yeah. I have. Got it. Okay, here we are. Right. Could you ask the pendulum if the silhouette of the figure I caught on my night cam was my husband? And was there some significance with the orb that looked like it come out of the month? Okay. Let's ask the pendulum then. Okay. So was the silhouette of the figure that Debbie caught on her night cam her husband? All right, so far, it's just sort of dithering. Looks like it's a no to me, Debbie. Looks like it's a no, but I'm not just going to leave it there. I'm going to think about the significance of the orb, and I'm going to do a card for that. This has given me a pretty definite no, to be honest, Debbie. It's just back and forth. So I don't feel it was. Now then. Okay. Moonology. I get drawn to a deck for a particular reason, like known only to my guides, but you know, I'm sure this will make some sense to you, Debbie. I'm going to do a card on this. And I'm now asking about the significance of the orb. Okay. These two get stuck together. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's pink. Right, okay, yeah, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon, there we are, we finally got it. Be bold, Debbie, and make the first move. And this is the significance of the orb, right? It's, the thing about orbs and the thing about spirits, generally speaking, is that they will come close when there's a lot of energy. And it's the energy, always the energy of a moment somehow. Okay, this is why when we try to manifest something and get something to happen, it can take longer than we would like it to, because it comes at the moment when the energy is at the highest. So as this is saying, be bold and make the first move, right? The orb is around you. It's an ancestral energy, actually. And whatever situation it is that you're really inquiring about, and really the deepest level within your mind, Debbie, it's something that's part of your kind of life mission. And it's been a life mission, not just in the family that you can remember, but going way back through the centuries into your ancestors. It's very ancestral. Okay, but this is a cardinal moon, and it just means it's time to go, time to make a move, you know, time to start doing things. Yeah, time to get going. So I hope that helps you. That really was a no about your husband in the night cam, Debbie. Okay, so thanks for your question. Sorry it took me so long to find it, but we got there in the end. Okay. Right. Oh, something just... Right, there we go. Liz Crafts. How long before the truth comes out and I'm vindicated? Right. Right, I heard 3 months in my head very clearly, Liz. Let's just do a bit of a pendulum on that. Okay, make sure I'm not just hearing things. It's always good to check. Okay. Was I right? Are we talking 3 months before the truth comes out and Liz is vindicated? It's giving me a circle, Liz. It's giving me a circle. I think it's going to be quite a difficult time for you, you know. I'm sure, you know, when we're accused of something or feels like someone's mistrusting you, you know. It feels like this person keeps on mistrusting you, you know. They know in their heart that they're not necessarily right about this, you know. But yeah, that was 3 months I got there. Sorry, that's rather a long time, isn't it? But life is like that, I'm afraid. And we have a black cat visitor. Here she is. Okay. Yeah. Right, look, guys, the reason I ask you to mouse over and copy your question is in case I can't find it, because I don't like to leave it too long without me saying anything, okay? But here we go. Will I get an opportunity to USA job? I forwarded my resume to Nokia company. Okay, let's see what I can do. Let's start that one off with the pendulum. Oh, don't sticking her claws in now, this cat. It's very persistent, aren't you? You still got that thing stuck to your head. What's that all about, eh? Oh, well. She's got this thing stuck to her head in the garden, but she won't let me take it off. Okay. Will I get an opportunity? This is about your USA job. Yes, you'll get an opportunity. Going to be a little while. Took the pendulum a while to start spinning there, but yes, you'll get an opportunity. Right? You'll get an opportunity. Why is it going to take a while, though? That's a good tarot question, actually. Why is it going to take a while? Yes, I'm shuffling the cards, Cat. That's what I'm doing. Right, 9 of Pentacles, Priya. This is why it's going to take a while. Okay. I think it's going to be difficult for you to leave the situation you're in now. I know you probably need to, from what I feel. I get that feeling you actually do need to make this move. But this card suggests that something is getting left behind, that it would be better if you kept on board and brought it with you. Okay. So basically, don't be in too much of a hurry, right? It is going to take some time, for sure it is. But it was a yes to that. Just don't be in too much of a hurry and really think about where you want to end up in life, you know. Think of that job interview question that so often comes up. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, for example? Just if you think that far ahead, then you're going to start planning that far ahead in your mind, and it just gives you a bit more drive, you know. Longer, like 1 year or so. I don't think it's going to be that long, honestly. I don't think it's going to be a whole year, but I think we're looking at several months. Okay. But just keep on top of it as much as you can. And it resonated. Great. Well, I wish you the very best of luck with that, Priya. And thanks for coming in. Thanks so much for your question. Okay. Marianne S. Let's just do this one then. Well, we don't just do anything on this show. It's always mega, but let's do it. Let's do it. Marianne, will my son get a job soon? Now, for some reason, I've picked up this pendulum, which is nearly always something to do with healing. So I guess this is to heal a situation. I think his situation in life is going to be healed a lot if he can actually get a job soon. The pendulum's giving me a yes. Cat's tail is knocking it all over the place. But yeah, the circle is getting wider and wider, and that means the yes is getting stronger and stronger. So yeah, it's a very simple question, a very simple answer there. But there we go. I wish you and I wish him the best of luck with that, Mary-Ann, and thanks very much for joining us today or tonight, depending where you are in the world. Right. Okay. Right, here we go. Linda Bishop. Andy, is my son alive? He disappeared 11 years ago. He would be 42 in October. Do I have grandchildren? Right, let's see what happens. I'm going to use the pendulum on that in a second, Linda. Okay, but the first thing I'm going to do is pull a tarot card. See where we get. Okay. Right, well, the reason we may never know, but the reason he disappeared was something was meant to be, something in his life was drawing him away, something really quite important. When we get this, which is the Knight of Wands, it's this Leo energy is very out there, and you can kind of ignore this energy or go with the flow, and your son just had to go along with it for whatever reason, reasons best known to himself, I guess. But let's start off and ask if he's still with us, still physically alive in our world. Okay. So is Linda's son alive, please? I'll just steady this because it twirls a bit, this one, because it's on a bit of string. Well, I would say yes, he's alive. I'm getting a circle here. I would say yes, he's alive. Okay. Just that. And we'll ask if you have grandchildren. Does Linda Bishop have grandchildren, please? Let's just steady that again. Does Linda have grandchildren? It's a pretty clear no, Linda. Okay. Doesn't mean you never will have, okay? I have a feeling you'll see him again, I do. Something called him away. He didn't. We definitely got a. He's not dead. We got a definite yes to. Is he still alive? So I really hope that helps you, Linda. And it doesn't sound like a happy situation. Really doesn't. Okay. It's more scrolling. Pamela Mckenzie. Hello, Pamela. Can you get a message from my mum? Love and light and peace send you and all of you on here. Thank you for that, Pamela. Okay. Well, she's definitely there because I'm getting something, right? I'm not sure what I'm getting yet. I'm trying to make sense of it. What I'm seeing is hair curlers, ladies used to put their hair in curlers. Rollers, heated rollers. For a long time, Pamela, you've been having to sort of roll with life, I feel like you haven't had a lot of choices as to what actually you were doing in life or what was happening in your life. It feels like other people have been dictating your life. Now, this is what the rolling, I think, is about. This is what it seems like to me. As you roll along through life, you haven't had much choice over what direction to go in for quite some time, Pamela. But you are, you've got it in you to make choices. You really have. And if people don't understand, if people won't accept your choices, just keep on moving, because you'll like set an example to them. But I'm not going to say stop going with the flow, not at all. But start making plans to actually strike out in your own direction and make things happen for you, because you do deserve good things to be happening for you, Pamela. Okay. Much love from your mum. I feel that quite strongly. Yeah, much love from her. Don't know if you've seen a light recently, if you've seen an unusual light or a bolt of lightning or something, Pamela, but your mum tells me she kind of shines a light into your life sometimes. Yeah, so, hey, thanks so much for your question. Let's have a look now then. Linda's saying, thanks, my son left a note on my father's door saying that he was going and not coming back. Left his dog there too, he just left. Oh. Well, he's around somewhere, Linda. That must have been a terrible, moment in your life when that happened. I'm afraid family is like that sometimes, sadly, It really is. Thanks for your question. Let's go to Christina. What is the love energy around Ivan and me this month? Okay. Let's have a look, see. I can't shuffle with the cat rubbing her head on me all the time. I can't. Just wait a minute, right. I just got to lean over here and shuffle away from the cat's head a bit, right? Okay. Oh, all right. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? Okay. Try and avoid being triggered, right? Love will do that. The more you love someone, the more you can trigger them and the more they can trigger you as well. So be aware of that, right? Short and sweet message that, but mirror, who or what is triggering you? Try not to be triggered if you can. If there's a big trigger word for you, just try and avoid it. Okay, just try and take a deep breath. All right, take a deep breath, because getting triggered is all about stuff from the past, and the past is old news. Really good to move on from that. Hello, Kasana. Hey, nice to see Kasana Chance. Hi. Hope life is treating you well over there in Llanarth. I can't do a thing. My cat likes being stroked, and he stink as well. I think she's been in like a bin full of dead fish or something. And yeah, as Sam says, yeah, she is a little furball as well. Look at her. Right, and yeah, as Sam says, please can you donate to the Twig Brother Coffee page? I really appreciate it if you do, guys. It really helps matters. It's going along the bottom there at the moment, coffee.com/twig. And there is my email if anybody would like to arrange a private reading. I'm always open to those. There might be sometimes it's a couple of weeks wait, sometimes it's a few days, but I'm always happy to try and fit you in for an email reading. Or email me, we can arrange a face-to-face, we can arrange all kinds of things. Okay. So, right, Christina, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. Oh, you miss her loads, Pamela. You do see lights? Well, that's a sign then. Yeah. Oh, yeah, reinventing yourself. That's a real good thing, actually. The people around us don't always expect us to reinvent ourselves. It's not even an easy thing to do, Not ever I'm confused because of the cat. I can't think of what to say. It's not ever an easy thing to do, to reinvent yourself, particularly because it's the last thing other people expect. But think about it. I bet people who maybe you knew a chronic smoker who gave it up, and no one thought this chronic smoker would ever give up. It actually happens, People suddenly give things up. People suddenly take new directions. If they can do it, you can do it, Pamela. You really can. Hi, Gail C. Yeah, always excited. Oh, you like the journeys to town? Great. I'm glad you enjoy those. Yeah, I'm going into town again tomorrow, actually, because it's shopping day again, being Thursday. Might end up putting it off till Friday, though, because things have been mad in the garden. Jedi Bunny says, what a beautiful channel and community. So happy to have found this. I'm very happy you found us too, Jedi. And thanks, you subscribed. Wonderful. Great to have you on board. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, Sharon, please do repost because I'd be very happy to do that for you. I really would. Okay. Oh, I like to be a happy soul. See, you know, if you just kind of force yourself to keep smiling and being happy, you eventually end up being happy. You really do. I promise you. You know, it's easy for me to sit here and say that, you know, but that's because I've made the discovery, you know. I've been through bad times and just decided you got to laugh or cry, so I laugh, you know. So, you know, true thing. It really is. Sharon Sight, any message from Spirit? I'm going to put it on the screen if the cat will let me. Marcy, you going to let me? Yes, she's let me. There we go. Any message for Spirit? Any message from Spirit for Sharon? She's still here, look. She's absolutely driving me nuts this evening. But this is much better than Sunday when there were no cats. So it does something good for the energy, I think. Okay. Go on, have a lie down. Right. Okay. So what we got? Look, this. Oh dear me. I'm sorry about this. I know Marcy's a cute cat. She's all right. I know everyone loves Marcy, and so do I. Love my Marcy, but I am trying to do some readings here, madam. And you do. Oh, God! Every time she rubs me with her tail, I get this smell of fish going up my nose. Ugh. Right. Right. Card for you, Sharon. Okay. And I'm asking for a message from Spirit as I use the cards, you know, so this is kind of helping me tune in. Sharon, you're doing a lot of things for a lot of people. And I know you are that kind of person, that kind of soul who gives and gives and gives. But in recent times, Sharon, you've got nice things coming to you. I think you'd be aware of it already. If you're not, then nice things are coming to you, basically. Abundance is coming, which is great. But you see what's happening with the guinea pig here? He's got all these wands tied to his back, and they're like weighing him down, so he can't totally enjoy the nice basket of fruit that he's got in his wheelbarrow there. Okay? Oh, dear. You knocked all my cards off, you naughty girl. You're so naughty. Oh, right. Sorry. Right. That's all the cards gone on the floor, but I have to pick them up in a second. Yeah, make time for yourself, Sharon. And a way to do that is kind of look back over, not maybe long into the past, but just think of commitments that you've made in the past. And sure, you don't want to let the people down. Sure, you don't want to give up on the commitment. But sometimes the person you were helping, and that was a good thing a little while ago, is ready to stand on their own 2 feet, you know, and that gives you a bit more energy to actually use for yourself in your own life. Because you give a lot, and it's time to take something for yourself, basically. Okay, because you can see the guinea pig here is going to be a lot happier once he's, you know, put those wands down wherever he was, and then he can sit down and eat cakes and fruits and sweets and things in his basket there. Not his basket, his wheelbarrow. Okay. Marcia, will you just come here a minute because I've got to pick the cards up. Go on, good go. Right. Sorry, guys. Let's just have a quick sort out the cards. Right. Where would I be without my cats? Right. Okay. I'm going to go to Arlene. Is there a message from Spirit for me? Okay. Maybe that's a typo, Arlene, where you've put sprite. It's easy to do that, but I actually think you've got nature sprites working with you, you know? It's like pagan energy, witchcraft kind of energy. We have just had Beltane, so the pagan energies are very strong at the moment, and so that's the first thing that's come to me. And on a pagan kind of a footing, I'm going to go to the Moonology deck. Right, message for you, Arlene. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. And this is the full moon card. And we're a long way from the next full moon. It's like 3.5 weeks till the next full moon. And I don't know if it's going to be in Leo when it gets there, actually. But just don't let pride get in your way, okay? Ask for what you want, Arlene. You know, go ahead and ask for what you want. It's important to do that. I feel that would be a bit of a release for you, actually, Arlene. I feel that quite strongly. So, yeah, just kind of... it's not just your pride, it's other people's pride as well. I think someone's like leaning on you, I really do. But, you know, break out from that. Release whatever it is you need to release to actually get some forward motion in your life. And just, like the card says, don't let pride get in your way. Okay. Seriously hope that helps you. Thanks so much for your question. And you are a Leo. Okay, that's an appropriate one then, isn't it? Okay. Adrian, I know I would get more sleep without my precious kitties. Yeah, I know what you mean. And you got 3. They've recently got into the habit. Kamikaze kitty across your chest at 5:30 a.m. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. These disappear all day, you know, and quite often they disappear after night as well. But, you know, when they come in wanting something, it's like between like 3 and 6 in the morning when I could do with some sleep. Always is. But, yeah, you know, they are precious, aren't they? They're precious to us. Bound to be that way. Bound to be that way. Yeah, she is. Lisa says Marcia's got mischief spirit energies today. Yeah, she certainly has. Yeah, she certainly has. Hello, Laura Carlson. Nice to see you too. Right, so Red Hat Society, extra nice to see you. Does Spirit have a message for me? I'm struggling. Okay, going to do a Moonology card again, actually. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, they have. And it's this one. It says, your hard work is paying off. And it's new moon in Capricorn. We have just passed the Capricorn moon, actually. And I would think that then that this relates to something that happened while the Capricorn moon was in, which was just like last weekend, basically. So Red Hat Society, if you think back to last weekend, what were you doing? What was happening? It says your hard work is paying off. And I'm really drawn to the idea of that being last weekend. So hope that helps you in some way. But basically, when it says that, your hard work is paying off, what you need to do is keep doing what you're doing, right? Because it's getting you in the right place. It's helping. And since it's a new moon card, that energy is going to grow. You know, you're going to be able to go further. You're going to be able to do more. But for them to have to say, you know, to tell you that your hard work is paying off, I guess it feels to you like your hard work isn't paying off, or maybe you're not sure about it, but, you know, it is. Okay. And you're struggling at the moment, yeah? But, you know, you won't have to struggle forever, really. That's the truth. You wouldn't want to give up on this, right? Because this means a lot to you. I know this means a lot to you, whatever it is. Just don't give up. It's not much further, and then the payoff really happens. Okay, just keep going as long as you can, you know. And it's not going to take forever. It really isn't. But thanks for your question, Red Hat. Okay, there's a good question. Oh, night, Sam. Have nice dreams. Shannon Golden, how do we donate? Thanks for asking that. Must have missed the how to. Right, okay. Well, what we do, see that there's a bar scrolling along the bottom of the screen at the moment. Okay. There it is, just by my finger, coffee.com/twig. That's my coffee page. If you go there, you can make a donation through there. They don't take any cut or anything like that. So that's a great place to go if you'd like to donate. There is also a PayPal donate button on my channel page, I believe. It's been there for years, but you can click on that and donate through PayPal. And I would be very grateful if you do, actually. Life has not been cheap in recent times. I just had to get some work done on the roof, and it's kind of knackered me a bit. Also, if you would like a reading, a private reading, do email me at the email address, which is down there too. Just going along now. 35and83@gmail.com. That is 35and83@gmail.com. Be great to hear from you. Just email me if you want. Doesn't have to be for a reading, but I can do you a private reading by email or by face-to-face. Or I can do you a birth chart as well, an astrological birth chart. I'm something of an astrologer on the quiet at the same time. So thanks for that question, Shannon. Appreciate you asking that, because it kind of reminded me to say. Okay. And thank you, Lisa, and all the mods who keep posting that as well. Appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this one now. Melanie North. I've little contact with my ill and abusive mum for 10 years, but she's lashing out more lately. I also feel maybe grandparents or guides around. Is there a correlation? Something I need to know? That's an interesting one, right? Well, they're all interesting, actually. What am I saying? They're all interesting, but that, yeah. That's kind of it. There's something intriguing about this, Melanie. Right. Okay. She's basically this is difficult, Melanie. The feeling I get about your mum is that if you give her attention, she'll kind of lash out. And if you don't give her attention, she'll also lash out. So leaves you very much between a rock and a hard place, doesn't it? Grandparents are around, okay. I'm asking, can a particular grandparent come forward and just tell me something about this? I believe this is a man, and he was something to do with catering, maybe ice cream, maybe he ran a cafeteria, maybe he was a cook or something like that. But there's something culinary about this man who's stepping forward, and he's not the only one who's trying to help you, you know. But he's the one who's stepping forward at the moment. Right, a fine spill of cards on the ground there. Let's see what we've got. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. First one, number 9, the Hermit. Okay. Now, this is an invitation to you to detach from that drama of your mum lashing out. Okay. And really, in lots of ways, it might be no bad thing to just detach from her. I don't think it would be final. I don't think it would be terminal. But the energy really that you're putting up with, you shouldn't have to put up with. That's really what comes through here. Okay. And the message of this particular Hermit card, which is from Tarot in Wonderland, is that the knight on the horse is the hermit, and he's retreating away from the world. And Alice is waving bye-bye with a handkerchief because she wants to kind of spend more time with him and get to know him better. But she will see him again, only she'll have changed then, you know. And Michelle, you've done a lot of growing up in that 10 years. You know, as an adult, as a person, we keep growing up, whatever age we are. I'm still growing up now in my late 50s. So you've done a lot has changed in your life in the last 10 years. You're a different person now to who you were then. Okay. And don't worry about not seeing your mum, because she, I guess, is part of what the Hermit is about there. You know, she is maybe doesn't know what the hell she's doing at the moment, or maybe never has. But there's something about her is making her stand back from the world. Really, it is. Okay. Next one, 8 of Cups. This is just the ultimate not yet card. Okay. At some point, right, Alice gets through this door, but she can't at the moment because the cups are piled up. And the cups are what we desire, what we long for. Okay. So try not to let that longing... Oh, I've got cat hair all over me now. Excuse me. Try not to let that longing for a better relationship with your mother... try not to let it feel hopeless, okay? It's going to happen when the time is right, because what's going on in card number 3 is we've got the 2 of Pentacles, and it's a juggling act, okay? Right now, the 2 Pentacle watches, which look expensive watches, aren't actually in his hands, but he's not going to drop them. He doesn't actually drop them, you see. They're well within his reach. He's going to be fine there, okay? So your life is being juggled around. That's the bottom line. Okay, and This gentleman is around, absolutely, for sure. I hope I've got him right. It's a gentleman with a strong association with catering or food, something like that. And I did think of ice cream at one point, but maybe I'm just getting hungry. Hello, Rick. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Rick. Hi, Richard. How are you doing? I'm doing very good, thanks. You too, I hope. You too, I hope. Okay. Right. Oh, Linda, you're going to lay down, eh? Well, you know, have a good rest, my friend. Have a good rest. Okay, Liz Crafts. Andy, what does Spirit need me to do in the meantime? Right, Page of Pentacles. Sometimes this is someone coming into your life. Sometimes, Liz, it's you. I'm going to say this is you in this situation, Liz. All right. You kind of got to be the Page of Pentacles and like see that energy in yourself. You're in a useful situation, basically, getting things sorted out at the moment. And what you're actually going through in the meantime is all a learning thing. Really, okay. So the fact that it's the Pentacles card says abundance is coming, you know, but just learn as much as you can from the situation in the meantime. I feel that in some ways there are less demands on your time because of this than there would be otherwise. I don't know how that would be a good thing, really, but certainly what I'm being told is that you do have time to deepen the spiritual learning that you're doing at the moment. And friends, Liz has a great YouTube channel called Liz Crafts. That's her ID. There is the name of her channel, and she unboxes cards, and it's fascinating, actually. It was really interesting videos from Liz, especially in recent times. But Liz, maybe deepen that. Maybe not. Maybe we're not talking about the card videos exactly, but do more readings, you know, do more readings for other people if you possibly can, because that's going to give you more insights into yourself. And, you know, the reason there is a meantime is to allow something positive to happen. So maybe do a bit of the hermit yourself, Liz. Maybe that would be no bad thing. All right. Hope that helps. I really do. Some family has stopped talking to you. Yeah. Try and see it as a blessing, Liz. I know it isn't, but it's not a blessing in itself, but the time it gives you is a blessing, honestly. Hope that helps you, my friend. Thank you. And best of luck to you. Rachel K. What do Mantosh... Where's it gone? What do Mantosh thinks for me now since I have restored my WhatsApp? All right. Put those down. Let's pick these up. Okay. Soul Flame. There you go. That's a pretty simple, pretty straightforward answer. She says, this is Radha, Soul Flame. She says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. So there's some good keywords there, relationship, harmony, and healing. Okay, but if I was you, I would try not to depend too much on WhatsApp. Okay, it's a bit of a nightmare of bells and whistles going off all the time. But it sounds like it's a good link, a good connection for you guys. And I just, as I'm flicking through the cards, this one fell out. So Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So you guys are learning about each other, and you're learning about each other. Excuse me, on the way to a deeper love. You want them to initiate, maybe drop a hint, Rachel. You know, men are thick like that sometimes. I speak from experience, I really do, you know. So I totally wish you luck with that, Rachel, but it is looking good, my friend. Just be willing to drop a hint. Okay, thanks for your question. G. Kim, hello. How will my spirit communicate with me when I close my eyes and meditate? I see vivid colors. Is that them or just my imagination? No, that's the beginning of it. Okay, it takes a while for these things to really come into full operation, and one of the reasons for spending a lot of time meditating and having a regular practice of meditation is that it allows the situation to grow. One of the first experiences I ever had, well, I actually wasn't in meditation. I was in a really old theatre in the north of England. I was a small child, and the lights were out. And there were coloured circles all over the place, like they merged with each other and created different colours. It's fascinating to see, and it took a long time from that moment until things actually resolved into me becoming a medium. Years and years, No, it's not going to be years and years for you, G. I really don't see that taking all that long, to be honest. But if you keep on meditating, it will actually deepen. Okay? Take notice of the colours, I want to say. And like what order they come in. If you don't know this sort of spiritual colours, you can look them up on the internet. You know that each colour means something. It really does. But if you keep on going, it's going to get deeper and deeper. It's just when you start engaging with spirit, they have to find a way that they can engage with you and work with you. And that's what's going on. They know you can see these colours. Yeah, they know you can see them. So, will do. Wonderful. And you're very welcome. Yeah. Okay. Liz, will my 46-year-old son ever get sober? Wow, I've got big indigestion here. Just a tick. Right, I believe it's a yes to him ever getting sober, but do a card and find out a bit more about it, because I think there's a bit more to it than just a yes or a no. Let's see. Will Liz's 46-year-old son ever get sober? Yes, but it's a long journey. Definite circle, but a small circle. So it's going to be time. It's going to be a long journey. You're going to have to be very patient with him. I feel that it's going to mean a lot to him if you're able to spend time with him. Actually, I think it's going to mean an awful lot. Let's just see. Right. Here's an old friend from the last session, actually. It's the mouse hiding in the teapot. It is the 4 of Pentacles. So maybe this is you, Liz, hiding in the teapot there. You will get the chance to come out of the teapot, okay? And if you make that move and actually go and be with your son, then you are going to be able to make a difference. It's not going to be one overnight, though. I wish I could say it was going to be easy. It's not really fast progress that I'm seeing here. But there is definitely progress. Because as I'm thumbing through the cards, this one has come out, and this is a real good one. This is the 9 of Cups, and this says that you're going to get what you wish for, specifically about your son and his being sober, okay? Because we don't know if those cups on the table are full or empty, but they don't represent drinking at all. They represent what you long for, what you hope is going to happen. And with the 9 of Cups, it's going to happen, okay? In some situations, I would say be careful what you wish for. I don't think that's the case with you, but, it's the wish card, and it's looking really positive. Yeah, looking really positive. Okay. Ooh, my twin flame is a very famous person. I sent an email for a reading, but could I please get a card about the situation today? Okay. 6 of Cups. Right. Has it gone wrong in the past with your twin flame, Shannon? Because the the Six of Cups says we can be kind of overly concerned with what's happened in the past. We've got to not let what's happened in the past cloud the future. We've also got a flying purple elephant at the top of the card, which kind of suggests fantasy, but there's also something healing about it. Okay, so there's very positive energy in this. You know, it's a real nice looking card, and I would say things are going to be good, you know, but just don't be driven by the past, Shannon. That's the main thing when this card comes up, is don't be driven by the past, yeah? But it's the cups, it's what we long for, it's what we desire, and it's number 6, so you're well along on the journey there. You know, the journey is going well. And all flowers in the garden as well. So just try and keep it as nice and friendly as you can, okay? And I shall look for that email from you and see what we can fix up. Okay, thanks so much for your question. We're kind of getting late in the show now, guys, so I'm slowing down, you know. I'm slowing down a bit, but okay, let's do a couple more. I'm just trying to scroll at the moment. Okay, Diane Faith, right. Hello, Diane. Nice to see you. Do I see anything for you today? You're very welcome. I will have a look. It's a happy one. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Now then, infinite abundance is a very flowery way of speaking. But basically, Ganesh, Diane, is always saying yes. So this is a yes. Okay, and he says, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Yeah, so Ganesh says yes. Short and sweet, Ganesh says yes. Okay, so if you've been wondering about something, Diane, it's a yes. And if there's something you'd want that you think you can never have, think again, because you probably could. You know, Ganesh is leading the way, basically. Hello, Sheila from Inquisitive Tarot. Nice to see you. Okay, let me just take a bit more of a look. Donna, glad you let some relationships go. I know that feeling, my friend. I really do. Okay. Now, guys, at this time, if there's anyone around who's put a question in and I've missed it again and again, can you pop it in now? Because I'll try and do a last few sort of cards as we go along. But we are kind of coming to the end of the energy at the moment. Lisa, can you answer a question for me? Sure, I will if I possibly can. So what's the question? What's the question, Lisa? Go on, I'll do it. Where have you gone, Lisa? Maybe she's typing. Maybe she's typing. Let's take a drink. Very difficult helping families sometimes, I know. I really do. Yeah. Okay. Right, Lisa, I'll answer your question when you type it in, okay? Oh, here we go. Right. Great. Are there any messages from Angel Raphael for me? He's my angel guide. Okay, right. Well, let's do an angel card then. I think that's the answer to that one. Will it be Raphael? That is the question. And before I even turn the card over, I'm actually thinking of Archangel Sandalphon as well, who helps people kind of break out of repeated habits and situations that they can't break out of. But let's see what card comes up. Okay, card for Lisa, please. Prayer. Okay, that's the card. The angel is actually, oh yeah, it's Sandalphon, prayer. I thought we were going to get Sandalphon. There we go. Yeah, prayer. Okay. Now, you didn't ask if there was a message from Angel Raphael, and this is the card that's come out, basically. So your prayers are being answered. That's what I want to say. Feels like you've been trying extra hard to work with Raphael and your prayers are being answered. That's the truth. But keep on praying, okay? Keep on being in this state of meditation. The star over this lady's head, the pentagram star, is showing, the pentacle, I should say, star over her head, is showing sort of abundance coming, but more than anything, the fact that the spirit realms are drawing very close to you, you know? I think you'd be aware of a sort of an increase in the energy in recent times, Lisa. So that's for you. Thanks so much, Lisa, and thanks for everything you do on the channel as well. Really appreciate it. Okay. Red Heart Society, how do you know who is your angel guide? I would so like to know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video and upload it about that, okay? That's such a big subject. I'll probably make more than one video about it, but watch out for it, Red Heart. I will be doing that, okay? You will get to know with time as well, okay? I'll tell you that. You will definitely get to know. But, yeah, I'm going to make a video about that. And just the fact that you trust your angels and you want your angel guide to be close, that is enough, you know, that to make them want to come in. You just got to ask. Right, you tighty. Okay, guys, well, we have hit the fabulous 30-minute bit. Going to try this one, okay? CK Ventures. Now, I'm right at the end. The energy's a bit low with me at the moment, but let me try. Is my stillborn older brother Carl my spirit guide? And if so, does he have a message for me? Right. Hope this makes some sense to you, CK. What he's giving me is you only have to sort of sample a little bit of something to get. Yeah, you've got a knack, right? You don't need to know much to be able to work out what's going on, basically. So you only have to sample a little bit. You only have to experience a little bit of what you're looking into for you to actually get the picture. So work on that if you possibly can. Was that your stillborn older brother? Let me find out. He is most definitely alive and well in spirit, but I'm sure you know that. I'm getting a yes for that, Carl. I'm getting a yes for that. And I said Carl by mistake, so it must be. I'm getting a yes for that, CK. Thanks so much for your question. Well, guys, we are stampeding towards the end at this point. Spot on. I'm glad to hear it, Erin. Friends, as the channel grows, I'm not getting a chance to do absolutely everyone's question. I'm so sorry about it. I wish I could. It's a fact of YouTube life. And the reason I feel it's sort of okay is that my guides and your guides actually work together, and they will make sure that my attention goes to the people. It's not just the people who need a message, but the people that they've got an answer for, you know. It may be that you really need an answer, but spirit haven't got the answer right now. There's the energy builds up and they're suddenly there when they're ready, basically. I've worked closely with people in a spiritualist church who had lost their son, and they were very keen to hear from him. And he came through every now and again, but it was always a painful time for them in between waiting. And that sadly is just the way of it. But I'll say this to one and all of you, whoever you've lost to the spirit world, whoever you've loved and lost, whoever you miss, you will see them again. This life that we live is each of us is like a flash of light in the existence of the whole universe, and we never actually stop being here, you know. We go into the afterlife, we come and go from this world. It's a fact of life, but the soul is like a diamond that's always up there, and every incarnation we experience is a facet of that diamond. It really is. So there you go. Lots of people saying thank you. Guys, thank you, you know, because this is what I like doing, and if it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no point in me doing it. So I really appreciate all of you. Thank you all very much. So apologies again if I didn't come to you tonight. Please stick with us. I'll be with you at some point, no doubt. Okay, because everyone's got spirit people, everyone's got spirit guides. If you would like a private reading, hit me up at 35and83@gmail.com. The address is going along the bottom of the page right now. And it also says down there, coffee.com/twig. That's the place for a donation if you're so minded. I always appreciate the donations. And by the way, thanks everyone who has donated that way as well. I really appreciate it. But, yeah, always very welcome, guys. And, thanks so much. As Adrienne says, thank you for joining the chat, everyone. Thank you all the moderators. And as Lisa says, thank you everyone for being here today. You've all been lovely. Absolutely true. Okay. So Jedi Bunny, I really hope it helps you, my friend. I really do. Okay. So on that note, friends, I'm going to say big thanks from me, and I'll see you all again in a future video. There'll be a couple of uploads, and then I'll be here again on Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 p.m. Sunday, 3 p.m. Central USA, 9 p.m. UK time. Okay. Coolio. Right. Okay, then. Slightly distracted by cats.com here. Hey, thanks a lot, Rick. Thanks a lot, Jazzy Sophie. Thank you, absolutely, everyone. Big love to you. Love and light and blessings and absolute